are you looking at?
Let's get on with this, bounty hunter. I've troops to deploy. Darth Tormund demands that I dispatch you to capture Chairman Harlan Fane of the Corellian Corporate Council.
Where can I find Chairman Fane?
Fane and the other representatives have locked themselves up in their council tower in defiance of Imperial rule. His exact location isn't known, but it is likely that he and the other senior representatives are holed up in the tower's upper executive offices.
Get me a shuttle, and I'll take things from the top.
The anti-aircraft coverage over in Corporation Island would atomize you immediately. Ground assault is the only option. Resistance will be heavy, but the Council Tower has several structural weaknesses we can exploit. The only thing stopping you from accessing the tower through the main lobby is sheer manpower.
So what you mean is nothing's preventing me from accessing the tower?
If battling heavily entrenched soldiers one flight of stairs at a time is no trouble, be my guest. The executive suites have a private lift that will bypass most of the intervening levels. It'll require an access key used by senior staff. Also, unless you'd like to be trapped inside a lift shaft, you'll need to attack the tower's security center and disable their lift override controls.
If there's nothing else, General, I'd like to get started.
Once those objectives have been completed, you should have a straight shot to the upper levels. And remember, you're to deliver Chairman Fane alive and intact. Dismissed.
I got dibs on the big one.
Wait.
Sir, they're dangerous.
They're also not Imperial soldiers. This is clearly a question of money, not loyalty. Am I right?
Everything's a question of money.
You're an entrepreneur, not a thug. I could tell the minute I laid eyes on you. The private sector always needs good talent, and we'll pay you what you're worth. Why collect one paltry bounty when I can pay you a fortune in regular wages?
I'm more the cash-in-hand type.
No head for numbers.
That mean I can bleed him?
You can't appreciate the opportunity you're throwing away. Show her the door. We can work this out. The Empire can have Corellia. I'll slip off world and retire somewhere in the colonies.
Make me drag you out of there, and they'll have to shoot your next press conference from the neck up.
Don't hurt me. I'm unarmed. I can't stop you. I'll go quietly.
You've obtained Chairman Fane. Good. We proceed on schedule. General, see to the bounty hunter's reward.
Yes, my lord.
Our next objective is to bring Corellia's beasts to heel. You will be the one to break them.
You want an animal handler? Find a circus.
Silence. The Corellians cohabit with a number of species. The most numerous and organized are the Selonians. The Republic needs to see the Selonians accede to the Empire. A representative must be acquired.
And you want me to grab your token Selonian. I get it.
No, not just any mongrel. I require a rebel. A ringleader. One particularly tenacious animal leads packs of raiders to undermine our front lines. It will make as good an example as any. General Trow will brief you on the battle plan. When you have the creature, bring it to me in Axial Park.
Planning to take it for a walk?
Do not keep me waiting.
Trying to locate the Selonian raiders in the guts of Coronet City would be almost futile. Instead, you'll target an invaluable Selonian resource and force these raiders to defend it.
What's important enough that they'd risk fighting on our terms?
Selonians rely on a small breeding caste to reproduce. With their future at stake, the Selonians will have no choice but to act. Raid the Selonian warrens under Labor Valley, take your hostages, and hold them at these coordinates.
And if the Selonians aren't getting the message?
Use your discretion. So long as their leader is captured, the others are expendable. These shock collars will keep the alien filth in line while you lead them to the ambush coordinates. When your objective is complete, report directly to Darth Tormen in Axial Park. Just follow the sound of destruction.
Keep talking, and the only quick death is gonna be theirs.
Come on, show 'em we mean business.
Oops.
Crying shame.
I suggest you shut up and kiss the dirt before they have another accident. You're not gonna die, but you'll beg. Anyone else feeling brave? I'm waiting. I got what I came for. Scurry off before I change my mind. Sleep tight. Your representative, Darth Tormen.
Impressive. For an animal. The trap is nearly set. All that remains is to capture the last figurehead of Corellia's old regime. Corellia's Civil Police Force Commissioner. Somehow Commissioner Carter survived the initial purge of dissenters before Prime Minister Falcone delivered Corellia to us.
I'm almost tempted to handle this one no charge. Almost.
Since the purge, Commissioner Carter has rallied the rebellion. The public sees him as the last legitimate voice of the Corellian people. Carter and his Corpsec officers are the backbone of the civilian resistance.
Imperial troops can't handle a bunch of lousy beat cops?
The threat they pose isn't direct. They've trained throngs of combatants and guided thousands of Republic troops behind our lines. Corpsec's old headquarters is now a formidable fortress. Our forces are laying siege to it as we speak. Their standing orders are to block off any escape. That is all.
I prefer not having your grunts underfoot.
Contact me when Commissioner Carter is in custody. My troops will cover your exit.
Well, look at you. Waltzing in here like you own the place. Come to finish what they started?
Got something special in mind for you, copper.
Go on and kill me. You'll have 1 million citizens rioting in the streets by sundown.
By sundown, 1 million citizens are gonna watch you shaking hands with the Empire.
Over my dead body. Even if you slave drivers break me, you won't be fooling anyone. Corellians aren't as dumb as you seem to think.
Time to put that theory to the test.
Back up, now!
Ah, stinking law! Gonna tear you apart!
You got me. Good for you. You want a medal? You and me, this battle, the war, not even a blink in the grand scheme of things. Corellia's been around a lot longer than the Sith's little upstart empire, and it'll be around long after the empire falls.
You could use a hand with that chip on your shoulder. Tormen, the Commissioner is secure.
Good. Our forces have control of the Corellian legislature. Deliver Commissioner Carter to the Grand Assembly. Your reward will be waiting. Prepare the Commissioner for the surrender.
My lord.
Your success is noted.
When do I get the real prize, Tormen?
Soon. Enjoy the fruits of your labor. Watch these rebels sign our enemy's death warrant.
I was in the mood to take in a show.
Supreme Chancellor Janaris, respected members of the Galactic Senate, the Corellian people have chosen. We will not continue to be held captive by a failed system. I demand that Supreme Chancellor Janaris ratify this treaty and acknowledge Corellia as a sovereign system of the Sith Empire. It was only a matter of time. As Prime Minister for life, let me be the first to welcome you to Imperial Corellia, my lord.
Had you delivered what you promised, you would enjoy a longer reign.
If there's nothing else.
Make yourself comfortable. The trap is set. Now, we wait.
Darth Tormund desires your presence immediately. This way, please.
A large Republic fleet has entered the system. It includes the Founder, Supreme Chancellor Janaris' personal flagship. These reinforcements are attempting to consolidate at the Green Gardens. You know who leads them.
Looks like your plan is working.
Jun Serra seeks to urge Coronet City's Green Jedi out of their enclave and press the attack. When their forces are amassed, the Republic will attempt one last offensive. You have until then to reap your vengeance.
I'll keep my visit short.
Dispose of Serras, quietly. No one must know of his demise. Bring his effects to me.
An intruder!
Go. Do your part to liberate Corellia. This is a private matter.
I'd take all the help you can get, Jedi.
Indulging your grudge is wasteful enough. You know what's required of you. Go. As you wish.
May the Force be with you.
You're persistent. Stubborn. I suppose that's why you excel at what you do, but the price is high. What won't a Mandalorian put aside for pride?
What I do is who I am.
What you do is ruin lives for profit. Nothing I did altered that truth. You chose to murder Kelly and Jarl, just like you chose to kill everyone sent to bring you to justice. You could have surrendered at any time. You chose to become a murderer and terrorist. I only turned all that senseless destruction toward a righteous purpose.
Killing my associates and slinging mud. Real noble.
They made their decision, just like you made yours. If using you to expose the Sith's true face has dirtied my hands, so be it. It's time to answer for your crimes.
When I'm finished, you'll be glad no one was here to watch you die.
I won't be the one after all.
Now whose pride's getting them into trouble?
Savor your vengeance. It's a small victory. You've denied me nothing here. In failure, I've undone all your accomplishments. In death, I return to the Force.
I wouldn't be so sure of that. Your life's only the first thing I'm going to take from you. See, my next stop is the Supreme Chancellor. The Sith want his head, and you just delivered it right to me.
You...
Shh. It's over. Thanks for playing.
No...
Pathetic. I did not see Seros. You were successful?
Take a look for yourself.
Only Jedi would call something this fragile Battlemaster.
We still have living targets to appraise.
Indeed. His death is a crippling blow to the Jedi Order. And without Jun Seras at his side, the Supreme Chancellor is exposed. Victory is close.
Gonna pay for that, or browse all day?
Your compensation will be appropriate. Once the encryption is broken, we will know this data's true value.
I've had my fill of sitting around.
You may go. My subordinates will transmit the relevant data to your vessel when it's prepared. Till then, make yourself useful to Darth Decimus. The battle for Corellia is not yet decided.